So I've decided to be balls out honest on the internet. I've always said I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to put my personal life on the internet. But hey, you know what? Other people doing this has helped me massively when I was at my lowest. So hopefully me sharing this might help you watching if you're struggling as well. I've decided to rebrand my channel a little bit. It will still be full of various tips, but just more than photography, more like life related. And in this video, I want to explain why. So the last couple of years of my life have probably been some of the hardest emotionally. Some of my greatest fears came true, both professionally and personally. One of my worst professional fears was that I would do a job for a client and it would be completely useless, and that happened. I did a job for a commercial client, and at the end they told me it was completely unusable, even though I had kept the communication going. I kept them informed throughout. Yeah, it, it was tough to deal with, and initially I didn't realize how much it affected me. I felt like everything I thought I could be, everything I was just being stripped away bit by bit. I was so depressed. I wasn't enjoying anything. I was crying every day. On my notes here because I lose my train of thought. Yeah, so I couldn't understand why I was feeling so low. I felt like I was at my lowest emotionally. On the outside, in the physical world, it looked like I should be having the time of my life. I was in a beautiful Spanish town with my beautiful partner. Well, with my best friend for 13 years. We were making an all right amount of money. Nothing too crazy because I was so depressed I couldn't focus on it properly. So to be honest, I was doing the bare minimum, and I feel so blessed to have parents that were able to help me financially. But yeah, so I spent a good few months being very depressed. When on the outside I had everything I always wanted. I was on my way to having everything we had always talked about. Me and Doug, beautiful house in Spain, and we've always wanted that, right? So, in any case, so I decided to do some therapy. I decided to go to therapy. I use BetterHelp. I've used this website before. I'm not sponsored by them, by the way, but it's an amazing website. It's helped me before when I was really low, and they're really affordable as well. But yeah, so I only did a couple of months with them because I couldn't afford any more. But at the end, at the end of my sessions, my therapist left me with an epiphany that I in fact was a lesbian, trying to be straight this whole time, and that's why I felt like something was missing in my life. That's why it never felt right. It just never felt right. And I kept ignoring it for years and years. I guess when I was in the UK and I was working a lot, having lots of fun with lots of friends, it was easy to ignore. But when we were just us, it became obvious. So needless to say, I had to end my 13-year relationship with my best friend. As you can imagine, that was my biggest personal fear. I feel eternally grateful that we are still friends now and that he agreed to work through it with me instead of just cutting each other off. I'm so grateful for that. I'm so grateful to still call him my friend. So maybe let's get to the point of why I'm doing all this. So because I couldn't afford any more therapy and the bombshell just dropped, I needed to find a way to untangle my life. I needed to figure out a way through it, to figure out what to do and how to do it and learn about myself. So I spent months, countless hours reading numerous books and watching YouTube videos, but reading various research papers, things like this. And I've gathered quite a lot of info on how to untangle your life, because that's what I'm currently doing. And I would really love it if you would come on my journey with me to untangle my life. Maybe you can untangle yours too. Oh, how this is hard. But yeah, I love helping people and I love giving advice, and it has been hard to learn to trust myself with giving people advice, because you can imagine, I was like, damn, if I don't even know myself after all this time, then how could I be giving other people advice, right? But no, it's a journey, and we're still discovering ourselves, apparently, even later in life. But I've learned the difference between I've learned the difference between what I think I should want and what I actually want. And I get to practice that every day, and it's great. I mean, I get to practice all my little things every day. All the little things I'll be talking about in my next videos. And I'm sharing this because I would like you to know that my future videos will be coming from a place of authenticity, and they will be tried and tested things and things I've gone through, and that I'm not just regurgitating facts I've learned on the internet. I've actually tested these things, and I'm actually, I'm trying to help as best I can. I wish that we can create some sort of community where we can all help each other. Maybe you can tell me in the comments what's worked for you and what hasn't worked for you. Maybe you can help me do something better. That'd be amazing. I would just love it if we could just build a little community where we all just help each other with various things, because everyone has a different experience in life. Every single one of us is different in some way. And I think that's amazing. I think that's beautiful. And I think we can learn so much from each other. I'm in no way where I want to be in life. So I guess I think this, I'm not at the beginning of the journey, but I'm not halfway either. So I would just love to take you on my little journey to untangle my life. But yeah, now I'm basically homeless. I'm just lucky enough to have wonderful friends that let me stay with them and help me out in my time of need. Um, I'm on my way to creating a bit more of a stable income. I'm currently revamping my photography as well, so that it's coming from a more genuine, authentic place. Yeah, I think that's I'm nearing the end. You know, this is my sort of introduction to my next videos. I'll be uploading one a week. Um, if you want to know more about a certain topic, if you'd like me to talk about something more or talk about something less, please let me know in the comments. And yeah, I hope this video was useful for you. It was definitely hard to make. And see you next time.